Alrighty, folks. Yep, back again. Third time's a charm. Promise this will be the last one. This time we have a music review. Temptress out of Sicily, Italy. Catch the Endless Dawn. Trying to get caught up on all my new albums so that I can start compiling my end of the year list. Dying Victims Productions. You get the sticker. You get the Obi. Who's on there? Hyena. I reviewed that one. Animalize. Have that one coming up actually. And then Iron Spell. Just reviewed that one the other day. Let's see. Traditional heavy metal from die-hard fans for the die-hards. If you like old school epicness, this is for you. It says, accept our mortality. Be aware of our misery. Catch the endless dawn. Album cover again without the glare on it. Lyrics. That blue on black is impossible to read. The font's so small on the other, it's almost hard to read too. Yep, power trio. It says it's a power trio. We have Reemer on bass. I don't think that translates that well from Italian to English. And MD on vocals and drums, singing drummer. I'm pretty sure I have it on good authority. That's not Mickey D. And then F Blade on guitars. More lyrics. Alright, so like I said, these guys are out of Italy. This is their debut album. They formed in 2018. They had a single out in 2019, and then a split with in 2023. So yeah, this is their first debut album. Kickoff track is called Beneath the Waves of Fantasia, Breathe the Dust of Time. So here you get this keyboard spoken word intro. Again, no keyboards are listed on here. They may be listed on there somewhere, but I can't read it. Said it's probably in that blue on black. It sounds very European power metal-ish, but then the riff kicks in. Good prominent bass in this one. The drummer loves riding his cymbal throughout this song. It's kind of distracting because once you hear it, you can't unhear it. It does have a pretty catchy chorus. Dream Metal is your next track. It's got a good chugging riff to it, but the lyrics are pretty cheesy and the chorus is really cheesy. Woman in the Dark is your next one. This is a good up-tempo tune. Drummer still abusing that cymbal. More solid bass playing on this one. Good guitar solo on this one. Your title track's next. And it's starting to sound like the riffs are kind of getting rehashed here. And you're only 4 songs in. The song does have some cool guitar harmonies on it. I'm guessing they're just layered, since there's only one guitar player listed. Awake the Enchanters, your next track. I don't know if it's the guitar player, just his style, the way he plays, but a lot of his riffs sound like they're the same riff, just kind of tinkered with a little bit to try and make them sound different. Can't unhear the cymbals once, like I said, once you hear him bashing on those cymbals, you can't unhear it. It does have a good sing-along chorus. Fears Like Towers is your next track. You get some cool Maiden-like guitar harmonies to open. the track before the pace kind of slows down again. Then there's that familiar riff again, but then you get to this guitar breakdown and solo, and they actually have a really Iron Maiden feel to them. Your next track is called Night Flight Over Dreamland. This is an instrumental. Definitely some Where Eagles Dare going on in this track. There's hints of Maiden all through this instrumental. Good solid drumming and guitar throughout the whole track. It's my favorite track on the album, which might say something considering that it's an instrumental. Then your last track is called She's Cold. The drummer he is a good drummer. There's good drum work going on in this track when he's not riding that cymbal, which is early and often. His voice is kind of flat though. There's lots of vocal harmonies on the album too, and I don't think that it's him. Nobody else is listed as a singer. I don't think it's his layered vocals. It doesn't sound like it anyway. But there's no other singer listed that I could find. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7.75 out of 10. Pretty solid for a debut. Like I said, the cymbal abuse is unnecessary. The riffs do start to sound a little rehashed, but like I said, the drumming is really good outside of the cymbal. The guitar playing is good. The bass player is really good. Nothing you haven't heard before, but it's still pretty solid album. So I'm gonna give it 7.75 out of 10. Temptress, Catch the Endless Dawn. You guys have a good one.